Alright, once again, my name is Rian. I'm the founder of Forex 100. Love to take this opportunity to thank Carmen, giving me this great gift for my Christmas is the webcam. Yep. So thank you so much. It's very clear. I love it so much. It's like full HD and stuff like that. Yep. So let us get going with our analysis for today. Today is the last session for this year, and I'm going to take a 2 weeks break as we host our live session on every Wednesday 2:08 p.m. Singapore time. That is +8 GMT. Friends that's in Vietnam and Bangkok, that'll be 1:08 p.m. on your time. That's during your these lunch breaks and stuff like that. So, but next Wednesday and the week after is Christmas and New Year, and those are the two holidays of what you call the breaks, the official holidays and breaks for Forex trader. So because Forex is 24/7, 24/5, 24 hours a day and 5 days a week, and due to the earth is not a rectangle, it's round. That's why due to the time zone, it's always online, it's always able to trade and stuff like that. And of course, because of this, it does give a lot of opportunity for traders. However, Christmas and New Year is the understandable breaks throughout the world of these 8 countries that are celebrating. Therefore, banks not open, no trading going on, and that's why there's a break. So I don't see any reason or any reason to go on a session or even to schedule to Tuesday or Thursday, where I see that market is mostly unchanged, which those updates you could even get from the weekly market analysis that is scheduled to post on every Monday, 8:15 p.m., 8:30 p.m. and 8:15 a.m., 8:30 a.m. and 8:45 a.m. On our Facebook page. Depends where you are watching it, which media and channel you're watching it. You can definitely get it at www.facebook.com/forex100.org. Alright, so let's get started today on the analysis on euro dollar. Euro dollar on the daily chart, we can see is a bearish movement. The market came up, have a bit of double top, came down, complete the double top formation, went back and retest the high. So right now I'm looking for a shorting opportunity. Overall trend, I'm looking to sell. Sorry. On the forward chart, there is these spikes that happen. I'm waiting pretty much for a retest and get on with the short. Let's hope that this trade ideas is not missed. I already have my pending order queued in, and on the 1 hourly chart you can see it go a bit into consolidation. Consolidation leads into patterns, and let us head back to daily chart and let me share with you my analysis. Alright, so my analysis on the daily chart, this is an announcement for just now. Let me just change it to normal before I delete it. Alright, so on the daily chart there is a bearish shark pattern, or a tight pattern over here, waiting to short at 1.1248, and I believe there is a bigger pattern. Let's have a look. And I'm very strict when it comes to harmonic pattern trading and stuff like that. So let's say right now I'm going to draw a bet. A bet consists of about 19 rules to make up a bet pattern, or rather the one that is valid, good enough for me to trade. Right now what you have see, I've applied about 5 rules, and of course some is through previous experience and stuff like that. So this is a bigger bet pattern looking for shorting at about 1.1355. There are other qualifiers. Please do not just trade this way. If of course you are interested and you want to find out more, you can always drop me a note on Facebook or any channel you can find. Okay, so this is it. Head down to the 4 hour chart. On the 4 hourly chart, there is a 2 pattern, a bullish back pattern followed by a bearish shark. So this shark pattern, based on this charting, definitely is not a shark for me, but on my live data it valid as a shark, so that's why previously I did draw a back pattern instead. But anyway, we're looking for a shorting opportunity back into this supply zone for a selling opportunity. All right, to hit it all the way down. And I treat it overall is bearish, but this time frame is a sideways market, so I pretty much aim back into the buy zone area to see if there's any other buying opportunity as the let's say the sharp pattern progress from here. All right, head down to the 1 hour chart. On the 1 hour chart, there is this bearish bad pattern identified by the harmonic pattern assistance software at 1.1177. I'm looking for a selling opportunity. In fact, I already placed in a sell limit. Thank you, Kelvin. All right, so Kelvin here also let me just complete this. So I have placed in a sell limit and have stretched both of the targets. All right, so those are being sent to my subscriber, and of course, if you love to, you can always visit our website www.forexacademy.com. Under programs, go under trade idea package, and you get to choose the kind of trade ideas you're looking for. We pretty much are pretty transparent. I'm still waiting for my team to actually update the numbers for October and November, but I can see it's pretty constant. Yes, we do have losing months, but overall it's great. All right, so choose the package that suits you best. Grab it now because we will be adding additional features. Calvin will join the team by sharing his trade ideas and how it go about and stuff like that. I will update, but if all is doing well after the first quarter, you'll get to see more things. Right now, you already start to see some of his Mandarin analysis report, and he's very talented. He is doing both languages, Mandarin and English, but I felt that for the video version, we just support the Chinese community for now, and we'll see how it goes. Yep, so this the link for the convenience. I will just paste it over here. Okay, almost clicked the wrong button. All right, so I have just placed it in, and yeah, just join us and you get to see this transparency of where's our target stops and whatsoever whatnot. Am I trading it, am I waiting for it and stuff like that. You get to know all my thoughts and action, or at least 90% of them. I'll be posting them. The 10% is not like trade secret, it's more of like trades that requires, let's say, news trading. I will make straight up decision, and I don't want to post it in the group because there might be people trading it and on the move and might not be looking at it, and it doesn't seem good for me to share those trades. And some of the trades is maybe it's too late for me to post, then yeah, but most of the trade we place like sell limits and stuff like that, pending orders. So and trades will take about a few hours to few days to even few weeks to complete its movement. You can see the average stops I'm using about 37 to 60 pips, and targets are pretty good. Healthy reward is to risk ratio. All right, so let us go to the next pair. Very interesting pair. Finally, we have a more obvious trend about this. Pound dollar on the daily chart is a bullish trend already. All right, so even your like harmonic pattern traders and stuff like, you cannot be so regimental about it and so fixated on how you should be trading, because when you see structure like a breakout pattern is going to happen, and I always love to say, when you see a consolidation before the completion and when it's near the completion for the whatever harmonic pattern you're trading, it's better to wait for additional confirmation before you engage a trade, because when the nearest structure form, it does have a higher say on it. All right, so head down to the 4 hour chart. On the 4 hour chart, you can see market has retraced back into the buy zone, and this is when I'm looking for buying opportunity. On the 1 hour chart, nothing much right now, waiting for a double bottom and engage for a trade. Back to the daily chart, let me share with you my analysis. My analysis on the daily chart is this. All right, so this line over here is a major support level. Right now it became resistant again. All right, so this is a bullish flag pattern. Completion of this flag pattern will be about 1.3597 as a completion price. Head down to the 4 hour chart. On the 4 hour chart, this is my buy zone, the rectangle that you see just now. It did went past a bit, but what's interesting over here is within this buy zone, there's this long wick over here, and having the candle body to the wick is a what I call it is at a demand zone, so it is still a potential buying opportunity. Or you are just reading candlestick, it did not break and close below the low price, so it's still fine. All right, head down to the 1 hour chart. This is what I'm looking at. It's already formed up a bad pattern. Traders who are into it, you can consider engage the trade. I'll engage the trade right after this live session. I'll engage this trade to buy, and I will be sharing my target profits over here. So this trade is valid, it's up. Let me see if I've posted that yet. I have not, so couple of work to do. Alright, so pound dollar, for people who are here with me live, that's why you have to come to the live session, because UK session is the most active one, and right now we are doing like pre-UK analysis, and sometimes the trade does show up. Not enough time for me to post it. There are a couple of great trades that I didn't manage to post it because I'm doing live session. I don't want to keep my live audience waiting. Alright, so some of the trade ideas actually you can find in the live session during the live session itself. What I mean is if you only got to watch it after, the live broadcast, sometimes trade like this you'll miss. By the time you saw this news, the trade has took off. Either it hit our target profit level, or it just hit the stop loss. Either way is invalid. Alright, so that's my point. Alright, so just mark down on calendar every Wednesday, other than the next 2 weeks I'm having a short break. Join us. Alright, so if you find this video helpful, click the share button right now. So that more people can benefit from this. Alright, over here in Forex 100, we work on helping traders to trade even better, and you get to see what we are doing. This live session has been going on since early January this year, a commitment that I made to one of our collaborators, Upsocial.com is a online platform for traders and investment people to interact. We do post some of the videos there as well. So a promise to the founder Mike that we'll be producing these, and of course on the contracts we did talk about maybe just twice a month. Alright, but my intention is do it weekly. Is just in case something happens and I can't do it and there's no one able to take over this role at this moment, then there will be an issue, correct? Alright, so far I'm very, very proud to say that we have been doing this every week. Alright, regardlessly. Sometimes I do shift the timing here and there because I knew about on this and realized that at 2 p.m. timing the audience is more than 6. Alright, my guess is at 6 people are planning for dinner and stuff like that, and family dinner, or they just check out after work. They don't want to look into trading related, but at 2 they might be secretly watching this while they are working. Some of my audience has confessed that to me, and some others are just full-time traders like ourselves, and pre-UK market session is pretty interesting. Alright, so maybe I'm just saying maybe that when Calvin is much more comfortable, he can take some of the session as well. Maybe not the Wednesday session, you can choose one of the days, and depends whether it's in Mandarin or English, something you can think about. Alright, so this is on the daily chart. On dollar yen is a very, very interesting pair right now. Sorry, overall market movement is very bearish. Market came up, finally have a kind of a minor break and close above the high price, came down and stuck over here again. Alright, so it does need another break and close above the high price 10974 to confirm the extension further up. It's just stalling right now. Okay, to the 4-hour chart, market has retest back to the high price. Yeah, and there's a RSI divergence happening. A good thing about this, a bearish candle with a series of magic candle have more likelihood of market extension upwards. If the level is stuck over here, I will observe. If it's stuck over here again, I might just exit this trade because this is double top, testing previous high. RSI divergence is working against me. So, yep. So that's the thing. And I might able to look for a better entry trading opportunity, maybe somewhere over here to enter again. I won't say it's better because I entered at very good price. Right now we are running about 100 pips of profits, so maybe can estimate for 6. Yeah, so I entered a pretty good price. So I'm doing a bit more of active management right now in trading because right now I have spent more time in trading, and I do have very fixed sets of rules. Should I be reading this as a flag pattern, or should I reading this as a double top, or am I waiting for a harmonic pattern setup? I have a very fixed filter, so it does clear up my mind and get out with all those nonsense. Should I buy here or should I sell here? It could be a double top, it could be a flag pattern, it could go down as a harmonic pattern. So what the heck, correct? So that's why in trading is one of the few industry that is good to have a coach. Yeah, it's good to have a coach that has been trading for quite some time, and to able to guide you, to able to help you to work with your filters and stuff like that. And everyone's filters might be different because I'm going very into the personalizing of it, and really working with those who really want to go pro on trading. All right. So if you're interested, of course, check out our website. We can have a talk and let's see how it goes. 1 hour chart market came up, went to consolidation. All right. So let's see how it goes. It seems have a slight chance, like a 52% or 55% of upwards movement. All right, so it's quite a 50-50 setup right now, but having this 4-hour magic candle setup, it's quite warming for me to see a strong bearish candle with magic candle usually upwards. So 4-hour chart, meaning to say that I just have to watch on a couple of timing, like 2 p.m 6 p.m 10 p.m, those kind of stuff. So at every 4-hour interval, I can have a look and see if the candle closed in my favor. So this one thing that I feel that a traders should have, a whiteboard beside your trading desk. I think it's quite a must, so you can jot down things. Yes, you can use smartphone, but individual preference. All right, good. Let me share with you my analysis. Back to daily chart. Daily chart, you can see this is the head and shoulder, and this is the extension I'm looking at, 111.37. So I'm running another 200 pips more. That's why it's a struggle right now. I'm earning 1/3 of the profit already, but I'm heading up for even more. So this trade was being shared as a trader's analysis, I believe. No, I think I shared it as a harmonic pattern, and I do an extension upwards. Let's see, it's recent trade. Yes, over here. All right, target one already reached. So I suspect there's something wrong with my targets over here. It should be 111 something. I don't know why it came back to 110. I'm still checking on this, and right now the more important concern is whether am I going to intervene. So if I'm going to intervene, I'm not going to update this. I'll just comment to the box and I'll say I'm going to intervene. And of course, I will do something like telling my audience, we already shift the stops to entry. That's why there's no stress, you see. There's no stress on my end. Worst case scenario, slight profit to pay off my chicken rice. All right, but if it extends further, you'll have great profits. If it doesn't, I'll have my chicken rice. All right, so that's that. Daily chart. To the 4-hour chart. On the 4-hour chart, this is the bullish bad pattern that helped me to engage a trade. In fact, I use a Gutly to enter. Right now is a decision point if I'm going to intervene the trade. To the 1-hour chart, this is what I have. So nothing much over here. Decision point if I'm going to exit this trade. Two timing I'll be checking, 6 p.m. and 10 p.m. which hopefully at 6 I can make some sound decision, cause having a meeting later. Alright, so to the next pair. Next pair, Euro-Yen on the daily chart. Bearish movement. Alright, very bearish movement. Previous high, came down, market did not break and close above the high. Down to the 4-hour chart. Excuse me. So on the 4-hour chart, you can see this kind of movement. Alright, came down and have this. So is you are familiar with harmonic pattern, C price doesn't touch A, is one of a good filter. And there are other filters as well. You see that there is a potential. What pattern is that? Key that down. IMK bad pattern. That's correct. Alright, so to the 1-hour chart is what we have. Nothing sexy over here. back to daily chart. Overall trend is bearish, and if on the 4-hour chart you are looking to buy, you're counter trend trading usually is a good practice to take conservative targets, meaning to say that take the textbook case targets. All right, don't do anything funny. All right, so this is my analysis. Bearish shark pattern, looking for a selling opportunity. All right, so in fact there's a bit of mixed sentiment over here. I'm waiting for a retest back up to 12247. Is about, it looked near, but if you look at the number, is about 60 pips away. All right, to the 4-hour chart, once again there's a crab pattern, so you can see my focus is very into shorting it, and of course the new development of this trade can come by as a bullish bet. Alright, so that's one thing that I love about harmonic pattern. It does help in consolidation periods very well. It does give you great trading opportunity, lots of trading opportunity, but yes, you do need some mechanism to capture the big win as well. That's when structured trading come in important. Alright, so this is the minimum I'll be doing after I done my analysis, and because I do run through 12 pairs and it's easy for me to just forget, I'll just put in my secret language code. It's easy. It's not so much for encrypting, not wanting people to know it and whatsoever. It's more towards it's fast, easy, I can understand, fine. Alright, so I will set an alert only when it's near this price, then I'll start to inform my pack, my group of traders who are looking for a buying opportunity or trading opportunity, you know, so they won't be like receiving 10 alerts, and out of 10 alerts 4 alerts, or rather 2 alerts is only valid, the rest is not, you know. So to the 1-hour chart, nothing much over here other than an enlarged bullish bet pattern if I would allow it to view over here. Alright, so pretty bearish right now. Alright, so waiting for a retest for this crab. So I do have 2 double advantage, a crab and a bet, to drive this trade down. Alright, so waiting for the opportunity. To the next pair, pound yen. Pound yen on the daily chart can see a pretty bearish movement as well. Market have a retracement, retest the previous high. Sign of weaknesses, yes, you may consider for a shorting opportunity down to the 4-hour chart. You have this weird formation. I do believe there's a bad pattern really trigger. If you're in for a buy, which I will, sellout look pretty good, the candle look pretty good, can consider, but there are some speech going on, correct? Let me just double check. Yeah, the Euro Central Bank government is going to talk, and of course later there are pound related news as well about 5:30, which don't quite affect my decision because I'm a swing trader. At 3 p.m. 4:30 p.m. Euro Central Bank government is going to talk. If that concern you and stuff like that, you may not want to enter the trade on Euro related. For me, it's fine because these are events that you can't predict, and when you are doing back tests, these are factors that you don't put in at all, correct? You don't go and check your economic data calendar and say, oh, this trade triggered at what time. I'm going to ignore it. That's crazy. Not saying that no one is doing it. I believe there are people who are very meticulous. They might be doing it, but I find that it's a bit too much, you know. Yeah, so to me, other than important, like very extreme decision, like UK election example, a country general election is important, presidential election is important. Apart from that, major decision on interest rate, then those are things that will affect me not to enter a trade and sit out before I engage. Okay, to the 1-hour chart. On your 1-hour chart, this is what we have. It looked very encouraging for a buying opportunity. Back to daily chart, let me share with you my analysis. Okay, so this bearish bad pattern is still valid within the sell zone, within the bad pattern completion. I will wait for a retest of the high at 14611. So sometimes please do not assume, you say, whoa, it's so near, I will just enter the trade. It's fine. After you enter, you factor in the stop loss, then you say, oh no, that's 400 pips away, that's 300 pips away. What you should be doing then? Of course, to avoid that, you shouldn't in the first place enter the trade without checking. That's one. But sometimes things happen, you just engage out of impulse, of emotion, which you shouldn't. Once you've done that and realize that you overtraded, scale down your trade. There's no need to exit entire trade and enter again. That will cost you extra in paying the broker for spreads. Definitely your brokers won't buy, but these are money that you can save. Sorry. So what you can do is that you can scale down your trades and scale down your contract size and exit whatever that's not needed. Alright, to the 4-hour chart, just like I say that I'm tempted to buy, I'm still tempted to buy because I'm looking for a higher price to sell. Right now, I'm going in merely as a counter trend trading, and in the month of December, usually it's more ranging period and stuff like that. So let me just draw a quick analysis over here. Like what I've mentioned, there are many filters. Guess what? By the end of today's session, if let's say I didn't even share it to my subscriber, that means it's not a trade for me. Yeah. So I'm just using about 3 to 5 filters over here, which tested with my naked eyes. It should be valid. Yeah. So over here, I can put a retest level or whatsoever. But it's a good reminder for me to do something like this. Alright, so pound yen, 1 hourly chart, bad pattern is a counter trend trade. Alright, so at least with that in my mind, I know what is my plan, I'm waiting for, and stuff like that. So pound yen, there's a trading opportunity, correct? So I can just note it down. Pound yen, H1, counter trend, bad pattern. What else? Just now what we have? Pound dollar, correct? So this is also one of the common questions that people love to ask me. They will say, oh Rain, pound yen and pound dollar both are pound related. Are you going to choose one? My answer to that is no. Alright, so if you're not comfortable with it, then just don't trade that. Alright, so if it's in my list, there's many of times that people love to associate trading and gambling. It's an endless debate. So my perspective is like that. Let's keep it simple. If not, this session will go up to 12 a.m. Alright, so the thing is that you see, I have 12 pairs, 3 time frame, and I trade over 15 to 16 strategies. Alright, so double top counted as one as well, but the rules I trade double top is very extreme. I don't trade all double tops. Alright, so it's very detailed and refined. Alright, so if today I got 10 trades that's valid, and because I expose a lot, I can only engage maybe 3 of them. Or let's say, to put it simple, I can engage 5. 10 trades valid, I can only engage 5 due to my capital, due to this, due to that. Alright, good. So I choose my 5. Guess what happened? Guess what it could happen? You could choose the 5 that out of 5, 4 trades are profitable, correct? Or you can choose 5 trades, all 5 trades are not profitable or not optimal. The one that you didn't choose happen to profit. That's when you are gambling. So my answer to that is that, or rather how I manage it, is that I'll just enter all. Follow strictly with my management and trade management rules, and that's why I have to have very strict filters. And if the filter say no, it's not a good trade, then I won't engage that trade. You get what I mean? So there are many of times like currency that is, people would say that it's correlated and stuff like that, but the performance is very different. There's once I shorted Australian dollar and New Zealand dollar, as you can see, it's both in my list. Alright, one of it hit my stop loss and the other hit my target profit. So before the trade happened, I remember it's a bearish bet and both have a RSI divergence. So at the moment, if any traders of learning in the same way as I do will find that the one that is hitting my stop loss should have a better potential of hitting the targets. That's how the candle is being formed up. But of course, there are change of events and stuff like that. Things spike, things change, and that trade went into stop loss. Alright, so if I have chose, then I will went into what we call a tilt situation. Then it will cause your emotion issue, it will cause your capital equity issue, and your next few trades can be rocky. I'm not saying that all traders will have that, you've been trading for some time, you should know how to manage that already. But that's one of the reason I don't choose trade. Alright, all good. Alright, so if you can't do like 12, you say it's too much, then just choose 4, it's fine. Then you fix with your fixed 4 currency, or you can just do a single strategy. You can trade all pairs and stuff like that, but just one strategy. Alright, so your choice. Alright, so in trading is always a trade-off, is always a trading of decision. There is no best case scenario. There's no best case scenario. The only best case scenario is just like red wine. The best wine is the wine that you love. That's it. So simple. It's not the price tag. It's not which year. It's not just that. You know. Yeah. So trading as well is a trade-off. Choose the one that suits your personality the best. Alright, to the next pair, New Zealand yen. It's quite a quiet crowd. Yeah. So if you like this kind of topics or how the session is run, you can always comment below, it's fine. You can interact with me, that's why we are doing a live session right now. If you have any currency, feel free to ask. If you are not looking at currency, gold, silver, oil, I'm okay with that. If you're looking at stocks, we can have a look, no worries. Yeah, but I'm just sharing my opinion on stuff. Alright, so New Zealand yen on the daily chart, bearish movement. Market have this movement again, shorting opportunity again, harmonic pattern setup. Have you spotted it? Alright, so the nice thing about it is within a sell zone. Alright, to the 4-hour chart, the 4-hour chart have this structure again, another potential bullish back pattern for a counter trend trading opportunity down to the 1-hour chart. So this is a Christmas and New Year. You shouldn't just ignore the trade. At least do the minimum, do your daily 30 minutes analysis, place your alert, analyze the chart, entry, stops, targets, key everything into your notepad or whatsoever. Of course, feel free to share in our groups as well. Forex Trading groups is open for all. Yep, this one over here at the bottom. So it's managed by us. I don't know why it can't be a link group. I'm still don't have time to figure it out. I'll just place it here to help you guys a bit. Yeah, so yeah, you can just post your analysis inside. We are building a community here, correct? Alright, so 1 hourly chart. Yep, this is what we have. Back to daily chart, let me share with you my analysis. As I mentioned, those who have engaged the trade, great for you. Those who did not, just like me, wait for a retest. Retest to engage the trade is fine. If you miss the trade is fine. 4 hourly chart, bullish back pattern, waiting for a buying opportunity, 71006. Alright, so I think I place some alert here and there. Interesting. 1 hourly chart, let's have a look. Yeah, I was waiting for a double top, a retest to engage the trade. Alright, so this is somehow not valid, just delete it. Over here is the back pattern. So I love to place a pending order that is, or rather an alert that is far enough for me to know for a trading opportunity. Okay, so this is where and what I'm looking at. To the next pair, New Zealand dollar. New Zealand dollar on the daily chart, bearish movement. Market create new low, went back up. Might have a sharp pattern form up. Alright, bearish, overall trend is bearish. Down to the 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart, market came up, created new high. Another buying opportunity on a 4-hour time frame, 1 hour time frame. Back to daily chart, let me share with you my analysis. My analysis, yes, indeed, a shark pattern, 67.91. All right. Oh no. I have just deleted my target profit. I do have a trade, you see. Running 47 pips right now. I can really shift my stops to entry. I managed to short it at 72.31 here. All right, and my target one is 71.65. Yeah. So yes. Okay. So that's how I trade. Pretty no risk. So no risk to the extent that I forget. It's running about 47 pips of profits last seen. Alright, so pretty good. New Zealand dollar on the daily chart. Shark pattern to the 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart, the market is having a bullish buy zone, bullish trend, bullish buy zone over here, waiting for your confirmation to the 1-hour chart. 1-hour chart, head and shoulder formation. Those who have engaged the trade, congratulations, it has completed the head and shoulder. And of course, you have deeper targets, good for you. If not, single targets, it's quite a good trading opportunity. In fact, this is how I trade, 48 pips of profits. Great, good. To the next pair. Next pair on the Australian dollar on the daily chart, bearish movement. Market have a similar movement as New Zealand dollar, I believe. Looks similar, but is in fact very different. Can you see the difference? Apart from the high part, this portion, market came down, Australian dollar, market came down, have this wick. It seems it went lower, however, it did not break and close below the low price. Hence, the trend is not broken. Market came down, very strong support. Market went up over here, break and close above the high by 1 pip. I need 2 breaks of the high to confirm a trend. Second break never happened, came back, respected the resistance level and slide down. That's why I have concern on my New Zealand yen. Can you see? That's why I may intervene the trade. Alright, right now I won't do anything because candle is not closed yet. Alright, so having fixed and precise rules does help. Running 91 pips right now is fine. I can't make a decision on a running candle. That means an active moving candle. It doesn't justify. You can see it is going down, just like this candle over here is going up. Correct? At the moment, but it doesn't hold, came down and form a magic candle. Get what I mean? So, where was I? Australian dollar. You see, daily chart, very different. New Zealand dollar, market came down, break and close below the low. More bearish than Australia. Alright, good. So please, if you are still looking at correlated currency, correlation currency or correlated currency and stuff like that, they are influenced by each other and stuff like that. It does exist, but that's not how I use it, because right now the world is quite in a mess. If you still don't see it, the currency is the fundamental of economics. That's my view, because you use the same money, like 1 Aussie to buy bread and butter, coffee, toast, whatever over there. Likewise, you do it in US and stuff like that. The list go on. So having currency to fluctuate, okay, instability of the currency, that means the exchange rate is not fixed or it moves a lot. How much is a lot? 100 pips movement, 1 cent movement a day is a lot. A good economy shouldn't have that. So when you have this kind of disparity, it shows that the currency market is reflecting on the economy is really not stable, and that's why it's good for forex trading. Yeah. So we are in the rainy season. We thrive better. You can have lower risk and even higher returns. So that's the thing. All right. So daily chart on Australian dollar, market came down, retest of the high, to the 4-hour chart. On the 4-hour chart, market break and close above the high 2 times, forming some sort of a harmonic bad pattern, I believe. This is on the 1-hour chart. Back to daily chart, let me share with you my analysis. Bearish godly pattern. Seldom do I trade godly. Alright, so after the double bottom, if you watch closely, it's a godly pattern. 7020, it will take some time. I think it will be next year stuff. To the 4-hour chart, a trade that I have already engaged. Bearish shark pattern came down, a 5-0 pattern already confirmed and set up. Trade has already engaged. Let's see how it goes. Might be winner, might be loser, doesn't matter. Alright, so on the 1 hour chart, nothing much. So let's say if the market retests back, then I will observe I'm exit somewhere over here, 69.24, and at a much higher price, I'm waiting for a second chance trading opportunity to engage the trade for another shot. Alright, so this is sharp pattern for you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how it goes. Why I still enter this 5-0 pattern when I'm looking for a shark? Because overall trend is bearish. I just take this as a counter trend trade. On top of that, within this 5-0 pattern, look left, structure leaf clue. Over here is your candle consolidation period. I believe it can hold a bit of the support level, and of course, if enough traders are holding, market will bounce back up. If not, hit my stop loss is fine. I'll just look for another trade. Alright, so seems like the traveling downwards to this 5-0 pattern whatsoever, it does give me another opportunity as a counter trend trading opportunity, a bad pattern. Like mentioned before, I'm using shortcuts by drawing this. It does have up to 19 rules. I've come up with the list of that. So please do not just trade this way, it's dangerous. One thing I love about this setup is that it does go into another consolidation period. Having this kind of consolidation, it does help to hold the market. It discourage trades to go straight down right away. At least it does give a potential of rebound to the first target, and that's what all I need. Alright, so that's that. Yes, great. To the next pair, Australia Cat. We have something over here as well, I believe. Market came down, break and close below the low price, market rebound, and retest the resistance area. To the 4-hourly chart, on the 4-hourly chart, market retest the high price and low price. Pretty interesting channel. Alright, 1 hour chart, support as well. If you are into counter trend trading, you can look into this, but right now I'm spoiled by choices. Alright, so over here I have a sharp pattern. It's going to invalid. Not going to trade this most likely, but I just leave it here because I'm doing some observation as well. Alright, so on the 4-hourly chart, for those who have traded this, congratulations. It's on the 1 hour crab pattern. Market came down and extend all the way down. Great, fantastic. Now you have an equal distance move, ABCD trading opportunity buying up. But what I have shared with you, I'm spoiled by choices. So pretty much not looking into this. Alright, so there's an ABCD formation over here. Alright, take note. It's always good to take note, correct? So what I'm going to do is my social media alert. I'm going to place this and put it down as per observation, so I know what I'm looking for. There are a couple of things I'm studying. There are two different patterns. What I'm doing right now is AB equals CD, and the other one is using Fibonacci retracement value to plot the ABCD completion pattern. Alright, so it's two different things. To the next pair, dollar cat. Dollar cat on the daily chart, market have a bearish movement and have a retracement, retest of the resistance, come back down again, and stuff like that. Overall trend bearish, but moving into a sideway market breeds, ranging market, sideway markets breeds harmonic pattern. For our chart, this is what we have, and this is only 1 hour. Back to daily chart, let me share with you my analysis. Over here, a godly pattern again, waiting for a shorting opportunity, 1.34448. Alright, and this is very unlike me of shading up this portion. This is for the 4-hour sell zone, I believe. Alright, let's have a look, see if it's sell zone on the bond zone. So what's interesting about this is it does have a very strong power. You can see market came up and slide down once it got the chance to do so. To the 4-hourly chart, you can see this is what exactly happened. A bad pattern formed up, market came down straight all the way down to the final take profit level. So it's done, kind of, but I still leave it here because there's a second chance entry. Let's see if market has retraces within this movement. Does it form a new pattern? Probably a sharp pattern will form up, or a retest of the bad pattern. Down to the 1 hourly chart, this is what we have. So yep, so that's the thing I'm waiting for. So it's always fine if for whatever reason you miss the trade, just wait. Sometimes you miss it for good, it's fine. Alright, to the next pair. Canadian yen on the daily chart, market came down, break and close below the low, retest of the high. Alright, retest of the resistance as well. Bearish movement, retest on resistance, which give a good setup for its selling opportunity to the 1 hourly chart. Back to daily chart, let me share with you my analysis. Over here, a butterfly pattern looking to short 84.57 selling opportunity, but based on structure, market came down. It's not a rectangular formation over here, so and it's not a flat continuation I'm looking for. Even the flag happen, it will not be aggressive. Forward chart, very simple trading strategy, waiting for market to retest the trend line for a buying opportunity. To the 1 hourly chart, I was waiting for a bet. Right now the bet is invalid. It might has just grown to the shark. I will just reconfirm this later. So that's my cat yen trade. Double check on 1 hour chart. Great. To the last pair. Any other questions, guys? If not, that will sum it up. Next pair, pound Australia daily chart. Market has break above and close above the high 2 times. To the 4 hour chart, pretty bullish movement. Waiting for a buying opportunity myself. 1 hour chart, this is what we have. Back to daily chart, let me share with you my analysis. There was a crab pattern, it's no longer valid. At that time, there was a retest of the high, great opportunity for another shorting opportunity. I do not take that because I saw that all the pound at the time before the election was showing a upward pushing opportunity. So having a bearish crab pattern, just have the opposite idea. So I did not engage that. 4 hourly chart, I'm waiting for this demand zone to be tested for a buying opportunity. And of course, there was a bad pattern. In fact, it is still not like super invalid. It's just that it broke one of the rules. I'll observe closely, so therefore no setting of pending orders. So if you find that all pound are the same and stuff like that, then you got it all wrong, you see. Pound dollar and pound yen, you can enter it right away. Pound yen is cleaner than pound dollar in terms of the bad pattern setup, because pound yen is still within this box zone. Pound dollar did not violate it. However, the good thing, it have not violated A, so it's valid. Alright, so that's that. Another thing to share with you why you shouldn't mix things up. Last pair I'm going to share with you, I'll just share my analysis. Dollar Sing, very sad. Market came down, almost came up, almost reached my first target and slacked down. So I still managed to get some profits out of it before it came all the way down to my entry price. Right now I'm still having more observation if I'm going to engage a trade. I know Calvin are looking to buy this pair, but having a lower low does concern me, and the RSI in fact went lower. It does concern me. So I'm still watching closely. I might need more clues and sign before I engage the trade. So that's all I have for you today, guys. Wishing all of you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and wishing you many peeps in returns. And of course, if you are looking for things like, I just received a Facebook message just now, people are asking about courses and stuff like that. If you are looking for courses, you want to find out more, or just why not just pop by our next workshop. We do have student meetup session for our graduates. So our next workshop on 14th of January, alright, 7:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. Alright, so I'll just share the workshop details with you guys. and you can definitely register it. Yeah. Alright, so that's all I have for you today. Once again, you guys have been a wonderful crowd. I will start to even ask more questions. I might even have things like doing things like Ask Forex 100. This initiative that we kind of have a bit of soft launch, or rather we have a bit of people asking us questions on that. Like when to change Australia Sing and stuff like that. So myself and work closely with Calvin to see if there's any other ways we can even produce more content along that area, so we can benefit from the Ask Forex 100. We might be posting it on Instagram and stuff like that, so we can ask the questions. New Year will be very exciting. Can't wait for that. So stay tuned. Like our Facebook page, visit our website often. We do have this calendar integrated. Economy data in calendar integrated, and I filter off only those important news it will be shown, or rather news, or rather data that I believe that it will have impact to the market. Those that I don't see so, it will not be listed here. Alright, that's all I have for you today. Till then, remember always, plan your trade, enter your plan, scan the QR code, that's to our Facebook page. And of course, over here you get to see all our posting and stuff like that. And Calvin has already start posting his videos, analysis, and whatsoever over here as well. Alright, so have a look as well. That's all I have for you today. Till then, remember always, plan your trade, enter your plan, and wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Wishing you many flips in returns once again. See you guys. Take care. Bye.